Welcome back to the channel. So I'm on Big Lake on Lake Michigan right now, December 15th. Not very often you get a 50-degree day in mid-December, especially up here, but I figured I'd enjoy this day and go out in the lake and try to catch some fish. So today's video is going to be about the latest piece of gear that I purchased, and you can see it's this jacket. It's a Sitka Ambient jacket, and I've had this thing for a couple weeks now, and I tried one on. One of my friends had one and I fell in love with this thing, so I figured I'd order one. I've been slowly switching over to Sitka gear because before I was using buying Arc'teryx, and Arc'teryx canceled their pro program, so I figured I'd give another brand a chance. And honestly, I've got a few pieces of gear from Sitka. As you can see, this hat, it's got a nice Gore-Tex liner, and it's perfect, stops the wind. And right now it's probably in like mid 40s, and all I have underneath is a t-shirt. And if you know me, I hate the cold, but I also try to get the best winter gear that's also low profile. I don't like thick and bulky clothing, especially if you're wearing a uniform or like the body armor and stuff like that, or even something like this where I'm wearing a life jacket. And I don't like being bulky. I just like low profile, something that's feels good, and also it's got a wind stopper. But yeah, I wore this thing last night. I was outside and the temperature range went from 55 to 30 degrees, and yeah, it got a little chilly, but this thing held up for until it got to 30 degrees to where I had to add a merino wool base layer, and then it was perfectly fine. But right now I'm on the lake, it's slightly windy and it's in mid 40s, and honestly I'm not cold. It's perfect. I'm not sweating either. It's got like this liner inside that's super soft and comfortable, but when we get back inside I'll show you this quick little details if you care. But yeah, and another thing is, if things get a little too crazy, like too windy, or if it starts raining, for example, I also bought the Sitka gear, the Dew Point rain gear system, so it's just like a thinner layer of Gore-Tex. I can throw the pants on real quick and the jacket, and I wore that through some downpours and it's been perfect. So yeah, let's just go back inside and I'll just give you a quick overview. I don't want to make this a long drawn out video, but just if you like gear and stuff like that, I figure I'd share this with you because I'm in love with this thing, and that's all I want to wear right now because it's so comfortable. But either way, let's just see you back inside. All right, now we're back at home. So I was gonna give you a little more details about this Ambient jacket that I've been wearing. So as you saw in the video, I was out on the lake all day, and this thing was pretty awesome because the temperature range, it went from like mid 50s and then it dropped down to like low 40s, and it was a little bit windy, but this thing held up pretty well. So just to show you some of the features on this thing, and like I was saying, like this material over here, as you can see, it's got this nice soft material. I don't know what this is, but some kind of like synthetic material, but it's pretty comfortable. And on the outside, it's got this kind of like a shell, but it's not very loud shell, pretty soft. And I was wearing it today and it was drizzling outside, and this thing does repel some water. Not sure how long that repellent's gonna last, but either way, if you're gonna be outside and it's slightly drizzling, this thing will keep the water off. So when I mentioned that if, for example, if it starts pouring or if it gets a little windier and colder and you need more of a wind stopper type of thing, what I bought is the Dew Point system from Sitka. And here's the the dew point jacket, and like I said, I wore it in some downpours and this thing held up, not a drop of water. So I'm 5'10" and I'm 170 pounds, so just for reference, and this is a size medium, and so is this. I like more of a slim profile jackets, keep it tighter to the body, because sometimes when I'm wearing like the life jacket or body armor, for example, it's not bulky at all. So this thing will just go right over. And as you can see, it's perfect. There's still some room on the inside, even if you have to add another layer to this jacket. And yeah, I mean, if you want a whole separate review on the dew point system, I can do that as well. I just don't want to do all of it in one video. No, I just wanted to show you, if you're interested in going the Sitka route and going through all the different layering systems, and this is just what I ended up with. I also am going to get some pants as well. They're still on back order, so can't wait to get those. And so, like I said, I've been raving about this thing for a little bit, but I'll point out one downside, and I just noticed this yesterday, and if you could see here, hopefully it's in the focus, as you can see, there's these little, like the material is all bunched up right here, and I realized that this is from the Velcro on the exterior vest that I wear for work, and it's got Velcro on it, and I think it was just rubbing on the Velcro, and it was just pulling all these individual little strings. So hopefully it's not going to mess this up too much, but it's just something to consider if you're going to have Velcro or anything on the outside, that you don't ruin your jacket that way. And I almost forgot, I hate doing stuff in the rush. So one thing I was going to point out with this jacket as well is how low profile of a hood this is. So if you have to wear a helmet, for example, as you can see, this thing fits perfectly. So the other night I had to do this, and you can throw your helmet on, and this was perfect for stopping the wind blowing in the back of your neck, and you also don't have to wear any type of a hat underneath. I hope you enjoying the content. Trying to keep it as interesting as possible, just short on time. Today was a busy day, and I'm trying to knock out some videos because I'm leaving for vacation in a week. So trying to release all these videos before I go. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. And you can also hit us up on Instagram at To The Core Media, To The Core Actual, and Officer178. And we'll see you on the next one.